beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes. The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room. Clothes belonging to one of the suspects. Champagne for a special occasion. Champagne. Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session. An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled. Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large. Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample.
The death is very recent, between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that? What should we do next, Holmes?
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street. This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Mr. Holmes? It's horrible. I can't talk at the moment. I can't understand what happened. Am I allowed to leave?
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk. It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
I found him. I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need something to pick up this melted metal. It is too hot. I can't. One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Please wait. I need to do something first. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. Pyrite. selenite. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to. The sample of dirt belongs to the White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans. Let us analyze this blood sample. This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide. Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water. My analysis table. It is useful for my work. On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised.
Mr. Holmes?
If you have to interrogate me, I'd like to be dressed properly first.
Mr. Holmes?
With the steam on, I might